Ladies and gentlemen, now over the Cyber weekend, we put up this tweet asking people to send in their best and also their worst 5-star Nexus Hero Crystal lineups so that we can make this video today, having a look at some of the crazy luck and the people that got royally screwed over the Cyber weekend. And hopefully we see more of these 5-star Nexus Crystals in the future. I really hope they're going to give one out to every player on Christmas Day. I think that would be the best present out there. But yeah, man, I'd like to see kabammed give us a little bit of a treat. But anyway, we've got tons of really insane lineups and also some really savage lineups as well. So let's dive into them. And apologies if I kind of miss out your lineup that you sent to me, just because we had hundreds and hundreds of screenshots coming over. So yeah, I only picked the craziest ones and also the ones where people got massively screwed over as well. So let's start off with some of the best ones, man. This one from JR Slander is just crazy. He got a choice between Captain America Infinity War, additional SIG abilities, or Nick Fury and Aegon being the two new champions there. But the choice between these two characters, man, a very, very difficult one to make. Like, I love Nick Fury. Nick Fury is my absolute boy. But also, Aegon's just ridiculous for all sorts of endgame content like Labyrinth of Legends and the Abyss in the future as well. So I think that's a very hard decision. I think Aegon is maybe the right choice there, but there are a lot of good arguments for Nick Fury as well, depending on what you need him for. And then next up, somebody had a choice, Uri from Dudes, between Blade, Thing, and Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. All three of these champions absolutely bang. I think it's a very, very tough decision. And kind of depending on what you're trying to do next, like one could be better than the other. I think personally, I love Things so much that I might have gone for him in his shoes, but I'd say there's like no real bad option here out of all three of those, man. A really, really good lineup there. And then we also had one from Tam here between Gladiator Hulk, Havoc, and also Captain America Infinity War. A very difficult choice. I think it's got to be the Cap Infinity War between these three champions, though. But yeah, definitely a lot of really, really good characters there. This one, man, from Gilga, we've got Venom the Duck, Aegon or Ghost. And Aegon and Ghost, this is like the hardest decision in the entire game to choose between. Like, I don't think I could do this, man. I think I'd just be way too stressed if I saw both of these pop up and I didn't have like either one of these champions. But Ghost, you know, she's amazing for stuff like Variant 3, really good for Act 6. But Aegon, the ramp up is just absolutely phenomenal for Labyrinth of Legends and has, you know, a lot of uses here and there. But Venom the Duck, bit of a kamikaze option if you felt like it as well. But again, there's no bad option there at all. And then next up, we've got this from Legend, who got the choice between OG Hulk, Thing, or Sunspot. And I think the decision between Thing and Sunspot is definitely a bit of a difficult one, man. They're both really, really good champions. I think personally, I think Thing is maybe the slightly better option to go for, but there are good arguments for Sunspot as well if you need him in your roster and you need his utility, especially with the Incinerate immunity and all the debuffs there. So yeah, loads of good choices. This one as well, a choice between Sunspot, Killmonger, and Domino. This is a really, really tough one. I think it is between the Domino and Sunspot, at least for me, because the Killmonger, you know, it's just to awaken that man anyway. But I think it's got to be Domino, man. With that full trinity, she's just so ridiculous. Those heavy attacks are crazy OP. So I think Domino is maybe the choice that I would have gone for there. And then we got the next one. So this is a choice between Archangel, Sunspot, or Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. Really, really tough one. I think there's a laundry list of arguments for all three of those champions there. But maybe the Sunspot, maybe the Archangel if you just want to spam heavies and win. But Stark Spidey Man, maybe for Variant 3. Some really, really difficult decisions. And then next up, we got the choice between Ghost, Blade, and Hela. I think at least for this one, like Blade, he's a really, really good character still, but it's got to be Ghost. Ghost is just so ridiculous that she has to be the option there. And then next up, we got a choice between Cull Obsidian, She-Hulk, and Awakening Old Man Logan. I think out of these two, it's a little bit tough, because even after her nerf, She-Hulk is still a really, really ridiculous champion. But Cull Obsidian, like, if you enjoy his play style, and you want to use a few potions, and you're happy to do that, he's still an absolute beast for all sorts of stuff. So I think this is a A bit of a difficult decision here. I'd be very torn between Cull and She-Hulk, especially on a progressing roster there. But depends, you know, what you're trying to do next, I suppose. And then next up, we got a choice between Gladiator Hulk, Domino, and She-Hulk. Again, 3, like, very, very good top-tier options there. But I think it has to be the Domino. That heavy spam is just way too good there. Next up, a choice between Human Torch and Thing. Or more sig levels on the Ebony Maw. I think it's definitely got to be Thing in this lineup here. Next up, we've got a Mega Red or Sunspot, and this one's really, really difficult. I think, you know, if I had like an Awakening Gem and the Sig Stones, it would probably be a Mega Red, especially if I was running Suicide Masteries. But again, I don't really think there is a bad option out of those 2 champions. And then we've got a choice between Sunspot, Red Skull, and Aegon. Absolutely love my boy Sunspot, but it's got to be Aegon in that lineup, man. Definitely there. Then we got this lineup, so Mysterio, Thing, or Aegon. Like, if you didn't have any of these champions, man, this is a tough choice. But I think it has to be the Aegon, unless you really want the Thing for like variant stuff. But Mysterio as well, also a fan favorite for many out there. But I think personally, it's really, really tough, man. Some of these decisions, I must imagine, it would have been so hard for certain players if they didn't have any of these champions at all. Also, this is a really tough decision here. Symbiote Supreme, Nick Fury, or Ghost Rider. I think between Symbiote and Nick Fury, bro, that is an almost impossible decision. It depends on your roster. Both champions are absolutely phenomenal. However, I do strongly believe that Symbiote Supreme is just the king of the Mystic class. So if you need an option for the 6.2 champion, he's probably the one to go for. But Nick Fury is a beast as well, man. He's so good there. And then this man also got, what is it, Namor right out of the next one, along with Kingpin and Sentry. Very easy decision there. And Venom, Paul, Heller, and Korg out of the final one, which isn't super great. Now, next one, Venzo. We've got the choice between Iron Man, She-Hulk, and Domino. All really good champions, but it's got to be the Domino again. And then finally, this person here, King, had a choice between Magic, She-Hulk, and Ghost. And I love Magic, I love She-Hulk, but it's got to be Ghost, man. Ghost is just too meta-dominating. However, despite the luck on that one, he then got a 6-star version of Cyclops. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, boys. It's all up and down in this RNG fiesta. Now that we've got the good ones out of the way, let's have a look at the stinkers, the bad boys, the terrible decisions that some people had to face. So, first up here from Glitch, we got the choice between Karnak, additional levels there, Ultron or Juggernaut. Bit of a tough one, man. I think you probably go for the Ultron, I would assume. But yeah, no super great champion there. Next up from Ian Newbury, the choice between Gru, OG Black Panther, or additional levels on the Sentry. I think it'd probably be Black Panther just for the bleed synergy. But if you really like Sentry, maybe some more levels. Or maybe Gru, hoping for a buff at some point in the future. And then next up, we have a choice on Wash here between King Gru, Iron Patriot, and Cable. A proper stinker of a lineup here. I think out of all 3 of them, I don't really know which one I'd go for. You could maybe go King Gru. I guess he is the solution to that Acid Wash Mysterio in Act 6.3. So maybe King Gru is the one to go for. Or Iron Patriot and hope for a buff at some point in the future. But yeah, nothing super great there. Then we got the choice of additional levels on Cyclops, Awakening Spider-Man Miles, or additional levels on Hela. This one is a bit tough, man. Maybe just Awakened Spider-Man, I assume. But yeah, nothing great there for Sama. And then we got Cal here, who had the choice between additional levels on Phoenix, Awakening Kamala Khan, or getting additional levels on Ronan. It's got to be Kamala Khan, mate. You got to awaken that last. So, you know, maybe that one isn't all that bad. Kamala Khan, God tier champion confirmed. And then we got this one from Skuld here, which is Black Panther Awakening, Miles Awakening, or Moon Knight Awakening. Oh, just 3 absolute stinkers there. Out of all of them, who's to go for it? I just don't know who's to go for. There's just like none of their awakened abilities like matter that much. Maybe Miles for a little bit of fun, but yeah, really not the lineup Do want to see in your 5-star Nexus Crystal there. And then we've got one from Justin here, who had Vulture, Awakening, a brand new Howard the Duck or Awakening Yellow Jacket. It's got to be getting Howard the Duck, man. You might as well get a new champion out of that lineup. But that is not super great there. And this lucky person, Grant here, had the choice between additional levels on Ultron, getting Diablo or Groot. It's got to be Diablo, man. He's a little bit of a stinker, but, you know, he can be okay with the Suicide Masteries and also Mystic Dispersion, but again, really not the best champion you want to see out of 3 crystals there. This one is a proper stinker of a lineup here. Awakening Punisher, getting OG Black Panther, or Awakening Thor Jane Foster. It's tough to say, man. If you're ever going to play Thor, maybe go for her, but you might as well get the new 5-star champion, Black Panther, to add to the roster, I would imagine there. So yeah, not a great lineup. From Mike, he had the choice between Awakening Wasp, getting Yellow Jacket, or getting additional SIG levels on the 5-star version. Venom Pool there. A bit of a stinker of a lineup. I think the one to go for is probably just the Yellow Jacket. Another 5-star champion in the roster. Some more points if you ever play him in Arena. So, you know, that's that, man. Dude, looking at some of these lineups is making me feel sad, mate. Some people really got screwed over. So it's always a very big bag of RNG when it comes to this game. And this person, I Am Batman, I think, had these choice between Phoenix, a brand new Civil Warrior, or additional SIG levels on the Ant-Man. I'd have to say it's got to be probably Phoenix in this lineup, I would assume, unless he's a massive fan of Civil Warrior. But yeah, still not the absolute best scenario there. And then next up, we got the choice between Awakening Ultron or getting a brand new Spider-Man Classic or Green Goblin. Out of these, I'd probably choose, if you really like Green Goblin, maybe, but Green Goblin, he's a little bit of a noodle without much utility. And Spider-Man's alright, he's got some okay damage output. Personally, I think if I was in this position, I'd probably go for the Spider-Man there, but again, it's not really the god tier choice that you want to be making when it does come to these Nexus Crystals here. Now, next up, we got Cups, who had a 5-star Cyclops to Awaken, a brand new Bishop, or a brand new Sentry. You know, nothing like tremendously amazing there. Maybe the Sentry, maybe the Bishop, depends on your personal preference, but you know, nothing that's super exciting out of that lineup there. And what is it? Grays had the choice between Awakening Hulkbuster, Awakening a 5-star version of Wasp, or getting a brand new shiny Falcon. So I think this one is between like Awakening Hulkbuster, because he's going to get buffed, so there may be a bit of value there. However, like Falcon, another champion to the 5-star roster if you need it for arena points. And then we got the choice between additional levels on Cyclops, Ant-Man, or Old Man Logan. Not really the best lineup there, but I think it's got to be Old Man Logan, especially after the buff. You know, a little bit more value there. And then finally, this one isn't a Nexus Crystal, but it's a 6-star opening that somebody tweeted me on it, and I was like, damn, bro, this just hurt me, man. I saw this, I was like, I feel really sorry for this person, man, because it's bad enough getting one of these champions, let alone 4 absolutely terrible 6-star characters back to back. This is savage, mate. 4 6-star crystals, got a Gru, a blue Cyclops, an OG Iron Man, and a Venom Pool. So RIP, F's in chat for our boy Yusalu there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed having a bit of a look at some of the best and worst RNG when it comes to these 5-star Nexus crystals. And if you did, please do smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Once again, a massive thank you to the hundreds of players that sent in their screenshots. I really do appreciate it. It's super cool to have a look at all these Nexus crystals and see all the different types of RNG. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.